George Santos, a Republican congressman from New York, faced a possible expulsion from the House of Representatives after he was indicted on 13 federal charges, including wire fraud, theft of public funds, and making false statements. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges and refused to resign from his seat. In a dramatic congressional hearing, Santos tried to defend himself with evidence and witnesses that he claimed would prove his innocence. He presented bank statements, receipts, and invoices that he said showed he did not misuse campaign funds or public money for his personal benefit. He also brought in several supporters and allies who testified on his behalf, such as his campaign manager, his accountant, and some of his constituents. Santos argued that he was a victim of a political witch hunt orchestrated by the Democrats and the media, who wanted to tarnish his reputation and undermine his achievements. He accused them of fabricating evidence and twisting facts to suit their agenda. He also claimed that he had cooperated fully with the investigators and the ethics committee, and that he had nothing to hide. However, Santos's defense was met with skepticism and criticism from the Democrats and some Republicans, who questioned his credibility and integrity. They pointed out the inconsistencies and contradictions in his statements and documents, as well as the overwhelming evidence against him from the Department of Justice and the Brazilian authorities. They also challenged his witnesses' reliability and motives, and accused them of lying or being complicit in his crimes. The hearing ended without a clear resolution, as the Ethics Committee said it would continue its investigation and wait for the outcome of Santos's criminal trial before making a recommendation on his expulsion. Santos vowed to fight on and clear his name, while his opponents called for his immediate removal from Congress. George Santos was not only a liar, but also a victim of a conspiracy. After winning his seat in Congress, he faced a barrage of accusations and investigations that threatened to end his political career. But he did not give up. He fought back and exposed the truth behind the plot to oust him from power. The conspiracy against Santos began shortly after he was elected in November 2022. He defeated the incumbent Democrat Thomas Suozzi by a narrow margin of less than 500 votes in New York's 3rd Congressional District, which covers parts of Long Island and Queens. Santos was hailed as a rising star in the Republican Party, and the first openly gay non-incumbent GOP lawmaker to win a House seat. But his victory was soon overshadowed by a series of revelations that cast doubt on his credibility and integrity. The New York Times and other media outlets uncovered that Santos had lied about his education, his work experience, his real estate portfolio, his family history, and even his involvement in the infamous Spider-Man musical on Broadway. He had also claimed to be Jewish, but later admitted he was only Jewish